Hello. I teach literature, and a lot of us who do like to keep track of how many books we've read every year. And for a lot of us, we reread a lot of books. We specialize in a particular time period or even on one particular author. And there's a little bit of pride to say you've read Shakespeare, let's say, so many times. I also teach film and video, and I've noticed nobody really humble brags about how much TV they watch. And this doesn't surprise me. I remember growing up and seeing every other month some kind of news story on how TV is bad for us. It distracts us, we watch too much of it, and the most common phrase, and it's a horrible one, TV rots our brain. I can kind of see where this comes from. For example, one person, somebody, watched Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, 361 times on Netflix last year. Little bit excessive, in my opinion. And this is not just one person who's rewatching a lot of their favorite media. If we look at the money, we can get a better, broader picture. Using the example of the TV show Friends, Netflix bought the rights to Friends about 10 years ago for $100 million. When they did, people streamed Friends for 32 million minutes. I did my part. I'm sure a few of you might have as well. And it doesn't even end there. This, by the way, is 60 years. It doesn't even end there. Later, HBO bought the rights to Friends for $500 million. This is $500 million for a TV show that came out about 30 years ago this year. So clearly, a lot of us are rewatching our favorite things. However, the point of this talk is not to make you feel bad or guilty about this. It's not to say it's a bad thing. The point of this talk is to say our rewatching habits might actually be a good thing. And I'm going to make this case by dividing my talk into two different parts. First, why we like to rewatch our favorite movies and TV shows. And second, how we go about doing this. So let me begin with the why. And I'm going to say a very redundant sentence right now. Our favorite things are our favorite things because they're our favorite things. And what I'm getting at with this is what I want to get at with this, let me say, is what's called the exposure effect. And this is simply the fact that the things you are familiar with tend to be the things that become your favorites. So think of a favorite meal you have right now, or better yet, 2 or 3 or 4. You're probably thinking of something you grew up with. You had it your whole life and it became a favorite, and it's more of a favorite the more you have it. Or another example from music. Musicologists would say that for every hour of music we listen to, 54 minutes are things we've heard before. So only about 10% of the time do we listen to new music. We like the familiar. This is very related to what psychology today calls the Mr. Rogers effect. I love this term. It's in reference to a children's TV show hosted by Fred Rogers. And at the beginning of every single show, Mr. Rogers would come out and he'd put on his cardigan sweater, he'd arrange his shoes, and it was thought that this was very comforting for children. It was a pattern that they recognized. It was a type of routine for them, and this provided comfort for kids. And incidentally, this works for adults too. So if you think of your favorite TV show, your favorite movie, maybe hum the theme song in your head. I can't play it, so hum it in your head. You'll probably get a good feeling. You'll have a smile come to your face because you recognize that pattern, that same opening, that same intro, and it is very appealing to us. One thing that's very interesting to this, in my opinion, is that we are hardwired to do this. And we are specifically hardwired to get comfort from patterns and familiarity within narratives, within stories. The idea behind this is that we evolved. Anthropologists would say we evolved sharing stories with each other, and this is how we formed a lot of communities. And think of a lot of the myths that are out there, or national stories, origin stories. This is how we kind of bond with one another. So it comes as no surprise that when you rewatch your favorite thing, you tend to feel less lonely. And this is one of those kind of weird quirks of the mind, but it makes a certain logical sense when you think about it. There's no real reason we would have evolved to distinguish between a real person and a fictional person that we see on TV. So when we watch our favorite shows or movies, even in isolation, we kind of feel like we're spending time with those characters and we feel less lonely. On a larger scale, this is what's called a parasocial relationship. And this is when you feel like you have a connection or a relationship with somebody in a TV show, a fictional character, or a celebrity for that matter, but you don't know them. It's only the image of that celebrity, someone you've never met. And these are positive in a way. They're very comforting, we can at least say. Parasocial relationships, our favorite fictional characters can't argue with us. They won't insult us. They won't disappoint us. They don't do anything that we don't know about. They're very easy to see. They're there whenever we want them to be. Other than the fact they're not real, they're great relationships, but it's very easy and comforting to us. And this ease brings me to my next point, is that when we choose the familiar, the thing that we've loved our whole life, we avoid a type of anxiety. And this might sound a little bit counterintuitive, but when we have a lot of choices, it makes us want to avoid choice. So you open up your favorite streaming platform, you see tons of movies, tons of TV shows, that can cause anxiety. And I base this on talks Renata Salash, who's a Slovenian psychoanalyst, as well as a TED Talk by Barry Schwartz. But they say that having a lot of choices will give us anxiety for three main reasons. The first one, opportunity cost. This is an economics term that means when I choose one thing, I can't choose any other thing. So if I want to pick dinner tonight, I might get anxiety over this because I have so many options. And if I choose pizza, I know that I gave up my opportunity of a cheeseburger. And while that's not that bad, I feel like a loss. I feel like there's a loss there. The second reason is we always believe there's an ideal choice. And maybe for your career or your significant other, there's an ideal choice. But when it comes to, again, dinner tonight, there's probably not one ideal choice. But somewhere within us, we feel like there is. We feel like we're going to make the wrong choice, and it causes anxiety. And third and finally, whenever we make a choice, we often think about what others think of us. Let's say we're at a restaurant. If I order the most expensive thing, I might seem a little snobbish. If I order the least expensive thing, I might seem cheap, and I don't want you to think either of those things of me, so I might pick something in the middle. It's my choice, but I'm worried about what you think about it. When I avoid these taxing choices, what winds up happening is that I get energy. We get energy when we avoid these things. When we try something new, when we watch a new show, read a new book, try a new activity, it often takes energy from us. When we revert to the familiar, it gives it back to us. And the last reason why we do this, and it's a result of why we do it, but it's also another reason why we want to continue to do it, is that you can make real-world, actual relationships from this. And I'm referring to fandom, fan communities. People will go to conventions and you'll see like-minded people. You'll write fan fiction and share it online. And you can have very real relationships. My favorite example was a quote-along screening of Monty Python and the Holy Grail I found at the Alamo Drafthouse. And what this is it's exactly what it sounds like. An entire theater of people come together and say every single line of the movie as it's spoken as the movie plays. Now, if you can't find a friend in that situation, I mean, of course you would. There's a clear similarity you have between people at that screening. So a lot of very real relationships form from our fandoms. Now, having talked about why we like to rewatch, I want to pivot into how we go about rewatching. And everybody here has probably heard the term binge or binging or binge watching. This is something Netflix actually tried to avoid. The word binge comes from the 1800s. It meant soak in a wooden vessel so it expands. It became associated with drinking alcohol, which also makes you expand, let's say. But it's part of the vernacular. However, with binging, I think we binge new shows too. I don't think this is particularly unique to rewatching. When it comes to rewatching, we tend to be very creative. We jump around a lot. We fast forward, we watch the ending first, or we watch the ending more frequently. We fast forward through scenes with characters we don't like. We're really in control of the situation. And what happens because of this is another one of those weird quirks of the brain called the conjuring effect. That because we are controlling the video itself, we pause it, we skip, we fast forward, we kind of feel like we're controlling what happened in the movie or the show. So if Ross and Rachel get together, we did that. Or if you watch a concert video and you hear this amazing solo, we also did that. I mean, that's an incredible feeling. And a lot of us can probably relate to listening to a song or watching a concert, and we imagined we were the performer if we admit to it. And I really want to highlight this aspect of endings as well. From a narrative perspective, it's hard to find a good ending. You've probably read a book, watched a show, seen a movie, and the ending disappointed you and it kind of ruined the whole story. It's hard to find a good ending. When we rewatch our favorites, they kind of meet our own personal ending test. So it's worth our time. And on a larger scale, a lot of us know the experience of putting effort out there for something and we don't get the ending we want. It wasn't really fulfilled. And this includes even reading a book or watching a TV show. If the ending's bad, it feels like, why did we do that? When we get to rewatch our favorites, we get that feeling of an ending fulfilled, an effort fulfilled, and that means a lot to us. But the biggest thing I want to stress about how we watch is that it's active. Now, I personally really would have thought that this is passive. I would have thought we turned on something we've seen before, we go do the dishes or something, we go on our phone, and we kind of tune it out. And to be honest with you, I don't think that's a problem, insofar as it could be relaxation. But studies show that people are actually very active when you rewatch your favorite things. You tend to be hyper-responsive. Have you ever watched the same movie or the same show over and over again and you still laugh at the jokes? Even though you know the jokes and sometimes more than something new, that's hyper-responsiveness. Or if you know a character is going to die and you still cry over them, that's hyper-responsiveness. As a result of this, we tend to focus a lot more too when we rewatch. And in an era of constant distractions, we can always get distracted by this or that or the other thing. Rewatching our favorites is a way for us to kind of hone our focus. It gives us a moment to focus. And finally, when we rewatch, it's not actually that redundant. Studies show that people constantly pick up on new things. Once you know the basic story, the basic characters, you start to pay attention to the nuances. To use my early example of teaching literature, it's kind of what you do in literary studies. You pick up on details and you start to think about them. And it's a very, very active activity. It is not turning our brain off. So in conclusion, why did somebody last year watch the Bee Movie 357 times? Okay, this I don't know, and I do believe that is excessive. I think that is too much. However, I think that rewatching is a modern kind of phenomenon. We're able to do this in the era of streaming platforms. Number two, I think most of us do this. And the studies, the research shows that most of us do really do this. And number three, most of us do this in a relatively healthy habit. We don't watch the same movie all but 3 days out of the year. We do it every now and again at night, and it's a very kind of rewarding activity. I want to leave you with one final thought, and I'm going to pivot back to that idea of it being active. And it's that a lot of people report that when they rewatch their favorite movies, TV shows, what have you, they often reflect a lot. They reflect upon themselves, they reflect upon society, and they see how much we've grown. And in this sense, whereas a lot of people think rewatching our favorites is nostalgic, we're looking for what we liked in the past, it seems to be it's not so much a nostalgia for the past, but it's an appreciation for the present. We see how much we've grown and we appreciate that. And to me, that's nothing to feel guilty about. So enjoy your rewatching. Thank you.